Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is DFG in the place to be. I'm the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I'm coming to you live from the 571, where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. Hopefully, you've had a wonderful Monday and now into Tuesday, and we're going to have a real good show tonight. First of all, before I start, I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite co-hosts, the lovely Miss Bean. What's going on, Bean? Are you home yet?
No, I literally just got in the car to go home from work. So yeah.
All right now. Hey,
Oh,
hopefully you had a decent day at work and hopefully you're ready to go home, get into the show and then get to bed. 'Cause I know
yes.
I know 10 o'clock is your new 8 o'clock. I mean your new
No,
3 a.m.
no, you got that wrong. It's 8 o'clock is my new 8 o'clock is my new 8 o'clock.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Only
I
time
got
I'm up
you.
this late is when I have to work this late. You know that.
I got you. Trust me. I understand. We have our mother's genes in that
Yes,
regard.
yes. And fall asleep at the drop of a dime.
Exactly. Like my youngest.
Yeah.
That dude would fall asleep and he's like Grandma Betty. He would fall asleep in a heart, get in the car, be like,
Oh yeah. I'm learning to stay up now. But
good.
yeah, in the car. In the
That's
car.
good.
I can at least stay up for at least 2 hours. I'll give you that. I will give you that. After that second hour, I don't know. I don't know. It's iffy. This is why I'm a professional passenger princess.
I got you. I got you. Trust me. I know. I know. Well, I want to welcome everybody in here tonight. We have most of our usual crowd. We have Miss Kim on here, and we got Summer coming in. We got Dream as always, and Big Al always contributing to the show, and I appreciate each and every one of you on YouTube Live. I got Miss Nikki. I'm out there on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. If you're on Facebook, you can join me by hitting the link and come on in the room. Just ask that you conduct yourself accordingly and have fun. Our show, our show is opinions and not based off of anybody's religious beliefs or whatever. But today's show, we're going to be talking about infidelity. Question was given to me about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and what is infidelity? Infidelity can mean a lot of things. It basically means not faithful. Um, and there are different ways where you can be unfaithful. You can just straight cheat. You can have an emotional affair. You can have a physical affair. You can not give your partner any time and or even have a platonic relationship that's outside of that is outside of what a friendship should be. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to have intimacy involved, but it's taking away from what your relationship should be. And we have transparency, we have honesty, we have different things that we're supposed to have in a relationship. Well, if somebody's taking away, getting in the way of your relationship, that could be considered infidelity. Now, the ones we mostly talk about, and we can add a couple of more. The most ones we talk about is physical, where there's bumping uglies, there's kissing and all that other good stuff. However, I heard my mic went a little low, so let me switch up my mic. Okay, is that a little better? Can
Yes.
somebody give me a thumbs up if that's a little better? Can you hear me? Okay, that's good. Thank you, Apple. And right now, I got my other two co-hosts with me. Um, First, let me talk about my favorite girl, the Chocolate Pearl. What's going on, Chocolate Pearl?
Hey, y'all. It's Chocolate Pearl. I just called. I'm here today. Try to participate as much as possible. But me starting this new position, I drive an hour there and an hour back and getting up extra early. So I won't be caught in traffic. Is kind of wearing me down. So I got to get used to it.
Trust me, I know what you mean. Working from work
Yeah.
is a hard sell. And
Yeah. I'm
and
working
last
from work. Yeah. 5 days a week working from work.
exactly. What do they I'll show up. What do they expect me to work to? But any
Okay.
anyway, we got the New York City girl, second in command, and in my right hand, we got the lady that's sweet as Snapple is Miss Apple. What's going on, Miss Apple? Holla at your boy.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Everything is going great for me here in the NYC. I'm looking forward to this conversation. It's something that I've been thinking about for a very long time. And I know it's going to be a great, great, great show as usual.
And just talking about it, like I said, we mainly talk about physical, bumping uglies, kissing, holding hands when you ain't with somebody you really ain't supposed to be. We also talk about emotional, where you're on the phone, you taking phone calls at 2 in the morning. Who that? That's my cousin. And but we also could talk about financial infidelity. If y'all have two, if y'all together, whether you're in a platonic relationship, a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, husband, husband, wife, wife. Um, when there's money that's not being spent transparently. For example, there have been examples when people had a whole another family, or people had credit cards and stuff like that, and you wondering why we always stuck on money. That could be a sign of financial infidelity. Now, um, what I want to talk about is um, each of those and whether men or women are more likely to do that. First, we'll start off with the financial one. I want to go to Chocolate Pearl. Are men or women more likely or less likely to be in financial infidelity, unfaithful?
Yes. Those were the side people. Can't say
Oh,
side chick anymore because there's some side men too.
so what? I mean, who do you think does it more? Is it man? Is it male or is it
Men.
female that do more? Men?
Well, well, no, I don't know. I'm being honest with you because there's a lot of sugar mamas out there that, keep side guys on the side. So, but um social, not socially, but society probably would say men, because they have a few side people on the side and they provide for them financially without their significant other knowing about it.
Okay, okay. Let's go to Miss Dream. Which Miss Dream when it comes to finances, who you think is more unfaithful with their money?
To be honest, I think it's men because I think
Okay,
women like might. I think everyone would typically think women because we'll buy stuff. Those women that hide it in their car trunk and pop it out. But I think men get away with because, like, especially depending not whether or not they are the breadwinner. I think oftentimes they get away with being able to not have to disclose or not being able to kind of hide their money more easily because the women often, even though maybe with whether or not the men is giving up the funds, we're in control a lot of times of the expenses. And with that being said, there's only so much we can hide. Whereas the men, if you're only contributing whatever extra, we might not even know about, or you might not even truly tell us what the true income is.
okay. I have a question for you on that.
Mhm.
Um, it seems like a lot of women are told by their mothers to always keep extra money on the side in case he decides he wants to act up, so you have something for yourself.
Right.
One, did your mother ever tell you that? And two, is that a form of infidelity?
I think mothers say that. Make sure you can take care of yourself, or make sure, or they like show you by example that they can handle themselves. I don't consider that a form of infidelity per se, because like I said, I think men do it all the time. And in this patriarchal society, men get away with controlling a lot of not only the purse strings, but just in general. So that's why you don't even speak about that as financial infidelity when it comes to a man, or even using that word. But I think men do that quite often.
Okay, okay. Big Al, do you agree with that or disagree?
I agree with it. For men, again, this is just my opinion. Men typically use that as a source of power to be able to use money and finances and what I can do for you to control women. And men typically, again, typically will trade down. They will go for a woman of a lesser status, whereas women typically trade up. You're not going to look for a man, and again, typically, generally, only my opinion, women trade up and they look for men of higher financial status than them. So, yes, there are sugar mamas, but typically men are going to do it more often than women.
Okay, okay. Um, Miss Carmen, welcome to the show. I know it's your first time. What do you think about that?
Well, one, I do believe, yes, men do it more often so. But as far as them trading down, I don't do it. I don't really believe that they're trading down as per se. I'm thinking they're more trying to get their ego stroked because now they found a female or a person, on the other hand, who is now in need of them. So even though they giving up their money, they looking at it more so they need me. And whoever they're with, where the infidelity comes in, don't necessarily need them. So they're finding that as an excuse to be needed or wanted in their per se. So they don't have no problem giving up their bag for
Well,
that situation.
it's funny because this is a truism. It's not fact. It's difference. That men want to be needed and women need to be wanted. And I say that is that, the worst thing you can do is tell a man you don't need him. And it doesn't mean you actually and it, you know, I'm talking more of an independent boss babe type thing. I don't need a man. I don't need no man. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. That's men don't if you feel that you don't need me, then why am I around? Women want to be wanted, need to be wanted, and it's saying, don't you want me? I want to be desired. I want to be, and like I said, it's not a fact. That's my personal. Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbor's aim.